So, for chapter 2, we need to develop, like from your PhD again, you need to develop a vision and a mission statement, okay? So that's the main thing we are going to, and then set objectives. So to develop a strategic vision. So vision is the future direction, okay? So where you are going. And you want it to be powerful. And usually, it's better to have easy to memorize, okay? And it's easy to like chant it. So for your PhD company, that's something you probably need to think about what you are going to do, okay? So we are going to, so there are some do's and don'ts. So you want to make it focus and then it's forward looking, okay? And you don't want it to like stay just on the present. We wanted to have some wiggle room because you never know what your company will do in the next 5-10 years. But this one, you want your vision statement to last longer, right? So you want to have some wiggle rooms, but you don't want it to be too broad. Okay, so it's a little bit difficult to find the right balance. You want to make it memorable, okay? So, but you don't want it to be too generic. So I'll give you some examples. Can someone read this? This is the Coca-Cola vision statement. Anybody? Okay, thank you.
Our vision serves as a framework for our roadmap and guides every aspect of our business by describing what we need to accomplish in order to continue achieving sustainable quality. Do I keep reading?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Too hot.
People, be a great place to work where people are inspired to do the best they can be. Portfolio, bring to the world a portfolio of quality beverage brands that anticipate and satisfy people's desires and needs. Partners, nurture a winning network of customers and suppliers. Together we create mutual enduring value. Planet, be a responsible citizen that makes a difference by helping build and support sustainable communities. Profit, maximize long-term return to share owners while being mindful of our overall responsibilities. Productivity, be a highly effective, lean, and fast-moving organization.
Okay, so what do you guys think? Like when you read, what impressed you the most? Or when you hear her, what impressed you guys the most?
Profit.
What?
Partners.
Okay, partners and huh? Louder.
Planet.
Partner?
Planet.
Planet, okay. Anything else?
Profit.
Profit? But the P's, people, portfolio, partners, planet, profit, productivity, it sounds kind of powerful, right? But the rest of like these, I think too long.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it's actually graphic focus, and then they actually make good business sense. Like they say partners, they say planet. Okay. But it's a little bit too long. And we don't see like what are they going to do for their company in the future. Okay. So those are the advantage and the shortcomings for this one. Okay. So how about this one? Procter and Gamble. Wait, let me think. Are you Anthony?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Want to read it?
Yes.
All right, so we will provide branded products and services of superior quality and value that improve the lives of the world's consumers. Now and for generations to come, as a result, consumers will reward us with leadership sales, profit, and value creation, allowing our people, our shareholders, and the communities in which we live and work to prosper.
Okay, so a little bit different. It also give you good business sense, make good business sense, and it's actually forward looking, and it's shorter. It's shorter than Coca-Cola, but what? Can you remember what you say? Don't read, don't see.
I don't read it.
Yeah, can you remember what you just read?
Um,
Not much.
not much.
Yeah, because it's a little bit too, I think, too generic, okay? And then it could be any company making good business sense, but we don't really see, it's not that powerful, okay? It's not very powerful. But one that, the excuse I find for them is because they have a lot of product, so many different type of product. They have whatever, detergent, all kinds of detergent, shampoo, facial products, all kinds of stuff. So it's a little bit difficult for them, but it's still not powerful enough. So the next one, definitely very short. Who wants to read it? Very, very short. Thank you.
To define a compelling, sustainable future and create the path to achieve it.
So it's forward looking, it's very flexible. It could even be our vision statement, right? We define a compelling sustainable future, create a path to achieve it for our students, right? So, but what is Heinz? The ketchup. Why do they have why is it a vision statement? Does it have any connection? Not really, right? Yeah, so it's not graphic, it's not focused, it's too vague, too generic. Even a little bit confusing, and even though it's very short, it's not very memorable, right? Is it easy for you guys to memorize this? No, okay. So this is the different vision statement, okay? And then, so we are going to skip this. So when you are creating your vision, think about what kind of shoes you want to create. Try to make it, powerful, make it memorable, okay? And give some good business sense and forward looking. It's not easy, if it's easy, then why would those big companies, they did such a horrible job, right? So it's not that easy, but try, just keep those in mind. And then it's important to communicate the vision with your employee, with your stakeholders, so that they know what you try to do. So, so the next thing is, I'm going to skip this really quick. And then the next thing will be the mission statement. So vision is to tell us where we are going, the direction, and then the mission will be telling people what we do, what kind of product we sell, okay, and who we are. So we'll focus on the current business, but we don't want to say, oh, we want to make profit. We want to say something that give meaningness to the people, okay? So one, so I'll give you some examples. So we will identify the company's products, services, okay? And then we will specify the customer's need so that, it will kind of match our product with the need, okay? And then from there, we can identify the customer group. And then what's our approach to attract our customers? And then what we do, why we are different from our competitors. So those are let me move this. The mission statement. Okay. So the first one, who wants to read Apple's mission statement? Thank you.
Apple designs Macs, the best personal computers in the world, along with OS X, iLife, iWork, and professional software. Apple leads the digital music revolution with its iPods and iTunes online store.
So this is, you can see this was made long time ago. How many of you heard of iLife? I think it's. How many of you heard of that? iLife, iWork. iPod, but they discontinued, right? iTunes still here. So, but you can see that they say they want the best personal computer, okay? So that's they want the customer, they are willing to pay premium for better quality stuff. Okay, I think we discussed it several weeks ago, right? The Apple computer lasts a little bit longer, but it's more expensive. So, so that's Apple's. The second one, who want to read the second one? Very short.
We save people money so they can live better.
Which company do you think this is?
Walmart.
Wow, very good. Yeah. So, but you know, as much as we disgrace Walmart, like we think they have been cheap, you know, they don't treat their employee nice, but they actually try to save money for us so we can live better. So this is my favorite mission statement. Okay, so they actually try to, you know, their mission is to make people live better so that everything is like no price every day. And they actually match what they try to do. The third one. Shoot, I don't remember. Okay, what's your name?
On,
Juan?
yes. Value, leadership, integrity, quality, customer satisfaction, and a diverse and involved team. They put in time and effort to make the best of what they do, which is to work together as a global company for the aerospace leadership.
Okay, so the keyword is aerospace leadership. So which company? They've been in trouble recently. NASA is not a company.
I don't know if SpaceX was in trouble.
Can you give us the first letter?
B,
E, that's fine.
aerospace. Anybody? No? They've been in trouble recently. Like, Alaska Airline,
Oh,
Boeing, yes. The door, you know, to catch. Yeah. So, but they used to be number one. They used to be like really top company. They not only did a lot of, you know, aircraft, they also did unmanned, they did a lot of space shuttle, you know, the parts for space shuttle. So I was very surprised. And their stock price has been going down really bad. And then now their competitor in airplane is Airbus from France. So now for the first time, Airbus revenue exceed Boeing. Yeah, and then companies, even American Airlines, United Airlines, they rather to buy airplanes from Airbus where, you know, there's a wait list for 12 years. So they place order with Airbus, but they don't want to buy from Boeing. So that's how.
Boeing had another incident before the door coming up.
Yeah, they have a lot, they have incidents after incidents. So, yeah, so that's why I say they've been in trouble. Yeah. So that's that. And then the third piece is core value. So core value is like the culture, the, you know, the belief, the trait, you know, some behavior norms for the company. Okay, the one company that has the strong core value will be, I don't know if I think I have the video. But if you go to certain companies' website, they don't necessarily have all three there. Okay, some only have one or two, some have, you know, three, some, yeah, so it's not, you know, necessarily required, but let me show you this.
1.99, one giant step. The economy may be struggling, but from scrappy sandals to sexy stilettos, from cross trainers to Crocs, this shoe store is revolutionizing how business gets done.
From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City. This is Nightline.
If you're looking for a certain pair of shoes, there's a warehouse in Kentucky that probably has them. They've got 1,000 brands in just about every style, size, and color. 4 million pairs of shoes. 24 hours a day, they're boxing them up and shipping them out to shoe shoppers sitting in the comfort of home.
Good morning, thank you for calling Zappos.com, where Elvis was spotted in our warehouse looking for a pair of blue suede shoes.
This is Zappos.com, and what Amazon did for books, Zappos is doing for shoes. They're trying to revolutionize how business is done and how people work. The name is an adaptation of the Spanish word for shoe. And this year, 9 years after going into business, Zappos is on track to sell $1 billion worth of shoes.
You will have these shoes online with our free upgrade.
And they're having a party doing it. One night, it was a toga party. Work hard, play hard. Tour the Zappos offices, and there's a cheerfulness you won't find in the dour offices of corporate America. Hey, everybody, thanks for coming. Every department has its own way of greeting visitors. Zappos is headquartered in Las Vegas, where they do have office carols like almost any other corporation. But right there in the middle, we may have missed him. There he is, Tony Hsieh, the Emperor of Shoes, with no more office space than Dilbert.
One of the things that's really important for us, actually probably the most important focus for Zappos is to make sure we have the absolute best company culture. And part of our culture is just having a family-like atmosphere.
And at times it looks like one of those internet startups that disappeared when the bubble burst. Here's the entire finance department racing Pinewood Derby cars in the office. But unlike those failed startups, last year Zappos made a 5% profit. Not bad.
And in multiples, how many times more than a call center worker do you make?
I don't have a calculator, but my salary is $36,000 a year. So I think some of them make more than,
Some of the people in the call center make more.
yeah.
Of course, he can afford it. Just a few years out of college, Hsieh sold an internet company to Microsoft for $265 million. But you wouldn't know it.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I probably have about 10 pairs right now, but prior to Zappos, I used to have one pair that I would wear for 2 years until it got frozen and buy the same pair again.
So you're not that into shoes?
I'm not that into shoes.
What he's into is building a company where people love to work and customers like doing business.
We just want to be about the very best customer service and the very best customer experience.
Selling shoes over the internet would seem difficult. People want to try them on, see the size and color. Zappos overcame that with free shipping, both ways. Order as many shoes as you like. You have a year, 365 days to return what you don't want.
Okay, and then once we get it back in, it can take 48 hours to process back in, but we'll refund you for the $41.
And if they treat the customers well, they do pretty well by the employees too. Free food is always available in the cafeteria.
So even the snacks are free. We go E5.
There we go.
Enjoy.
But that's nothing. The company also pays 100% of medical and dental benefits.
Why in this world is it such a revolutionary idea to treat your employees and your customers well?
Yeah, I think just because you don't really see the payoff right away. You see the payoff, a year, 2 years, sometimes 3 years down the line.
It's a great day here at Zappos. This is Stephanie. How can I help you?
At the heart of the Zappos revolution is the call center, where actual human beings answer the phone.
Hi, Eddie, how are you doing?
A lot of companies have learned that they can be rude to their customers, they can give them bad service, they can even not answer the telephone, and people still have to do business with them.
And like today, that's because they don't really have a choice.
How can I help you today?
95% of Zappos' business comes over the internet, but they spend a lot of time and money training people to talk to customers on the phone. There's a 4-week training course that every single employee, from the executives on down, are required to take, even if their jobs don't usually require talking with customers.
Okay, well, I'll be happy to help you out with that. Do you know your order number? Oh, yeah. Okay, no problem. Do you have a phone number that would be on our account?
Sari Levine already works in the design department, but she was a member of the latest call center class. And just before they were hired, she and the rest were offered cash to walk away.
We are actually increasing the offer to $2,000, but today is the last day where you can. We offer them limited trainings to quit because we really want to make sure that people that are working at Zappos are truly passionate about the company, and this is the place that they want to be.
Very few take it. For the graduates, there's a ceremony. So, the Zappos pledge. You have a list of 10 core values to live by. Create fun and a little weirdness.
It's just a fun way of saying that we really respect and celebrate everyone's individuality.
Pursue growth and learning. A lot of people tend to get kind of stuck.
And I think it's just really important for people to feel engaged. They always need to feel like they're learning to grow.
I noticed immediately coming in, at a graduation ceremony and people are smiling and laughing and clapping and making jokes. But you're very reserved.
Yeah, and that's part of what I mean when I say I'm not the one that is saying, okay, here's what the culture should be.
Well, why isn't your phone center in India?
Because we don't think you're gonna be able to give great customer service by outsourcing it. And for us, if customer service is what our brand is going to be about, then you can't outsource that. If a customer is looking for a specific pair of shoes and we're out of stock of their size, say, everyone here is trained to look on at least 3 competitor websites. If they find the shoe in stock on a competitor, direct the customer to the competitor. And
What do you get out of that?
Somebody else sells the shoe.
yeah, we lose that sale.
What they get, they think, is customer loyalty. 75% of their business is people who come back. And part of their training is exposing employees to every part of the business. Remember Sari Levine? After finishing her training at the call center, she's now shipping shoes in Kentucky.
And your last number is gonna be 3184. Part of the training program, we call it KY Boot Camp. We go to our Kentucky fulfillment center, and you understand every single aspect of how the warehouse works.
Now Zappos is branching into things like clothing and electronics. They're not stuck on shoes.
And so we'll listen to our customers and try out different suggestions. They even suggested cookware, so we're selling cookware.
So you have customers who like you so much, they just want to do business with you, almost no matter what it is they're buying.
Yeah, we had received emails from customers that have asked us to start an airline, and we're not gonna do that this year, but 30 years from now, I wouldn't rule out a Zappos airline.
In that case, you probably have to pay for shipping. This is Brian Rooney for Nightline in Las Vegas.
So in 2000, forgot when. 2009, Amazon acquired Zappos. And this is just to share with you the 10 core values they have, okay? And then if you see the Amazon's core value, so there's some kind of overlap. Okay, so like frugality, I think in Zappos, they say do more with less, yeah. Okay, so some overlap, and Zappos, if I don't remember wrong, they were the first company that provide 2-way free shipping. So they did it in 2005. I was still a student, a PhD student. I remember I was ordering shoes when I have the class, the teacher was talking, I was ordering shoes. And then I think I was ordering at 1 o'clock, and they say, if you order before 3 p.m., you get it tomorrow. So I get it next day, yeah. So there was the first 2-way free shipping at that time. But now Amazon has most of them has the 2-way free shipping. So unfortunately, the owner, Tony Hsieh, he died of a fire a few years ago. And he was on drugs and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you guys heard of that. So he had his parents are from Taiwan, very strict, tiger parents. So he had very bad relationship with their parents. his parents. I don't think he talked to his parents after, he started the company anyway. So, yeah, so, Amazon, bought Zappos. So those are the three, elements you need in the beginning of your strategic, plan. And then we need to set objectives. So for your BSG, that's the confusing part. So you will see a lot of numbers, they will give you, you have to put in like the best case, the average case, the worst case. And you can find the numbers from your statement under the BSG, under your decision tab. But everything is there, so you just need to do like the estimate for your best case, the worst case, the average case, yeah. So that's the objectives, and I'm going to stop chapter 2 here. I'm going to talk about chapter 3, okay? So if you want to know more details, the video is on D2L. So chapter 3, we do want to talk about, chapter 3, we talk about external environment. So the macro environment, and then we'll talk about the industry, okay? So the macro environment includes the political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. So it depends on where you are, okay? So different states have different, well, we have same political system, but we have different political preferences, right? So they will have different type of policy. So those are the, one macro environment we face, the business face, and then we have the economic. So for economic, if we use US as example, different states also have different tax rate, right? Some state have higher sales tax. Some state doesn't charge the corporate tax, right? So it depends on which state you are in. And then social, cultural, depends on where you are. I usually share this joke from my friend. A friend of mine, he was in Texas, a very religious small town. So the town, the how do you call it, the town hall, town meeting, they passed this regulation. They say no strip club for our town, okay? No public nudity in our town, except for art purpose, okay? So what happened was they tried to ban all the strip club, but did they ban it? Were they able to ban it after this policy? They were not able to ban it. The strip club still open. So when you enter the strip club, you'll be handed a pencil. So everybody enter the strip club is an artist. So that's how they go around with it. But it shows like in different areas, they have different social, cultural, factor. And then technological, okay, environmental. So this will make things differently. But today, I actually want to focus on the 5 forces analysis. So it's invented by Michael Porter. He's a Harvard business professor. So he believes that for us to look at whether or not an industry is attractive, we can look at the 5 different forces. Okay, so we can look at first how strong the rivalries are in the competitor in the same industry. Okay, whether or not there's a strong pressures. So so the example would be UPS versus FedEx. They compete fiercely, right? Or Coca-Cola with Pepsi. Even though there are other brands, but these two were competing like crazy. Okay, so sometimes like when we have how do they call that? Not monopoly. The second ugly party. The monopoly is only one company, but few company, ugly something.
Oligarchy.
What?
I think It's like a form of government.
Yeah, monopoly, oligopoly, something like that. Okay, so for those industry like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, it's supposed to be that. So it's supposed to be, you have only two major competitors. So it's supposed to be easy, but it's not because they compete too much. Okay, so that's the middle one. And then we have buyers. So sometimes the buyers will have power. That means that the buyers, they have freedom to shop around, pick whatever they want. Usually they go with the cheapest one. Okay, so and then they can always switch. But in order to kind of neutralize the buyer's power is, if you have strong brand name or if you sign contract with the buyer, then you would, keep them with you. Like what we do, when we sign the contract with the phone carrier, right? Usually 2 years, 3 years, right? So you got stuck with the phone company, even though you don't like them. Like I shouldn't say I hate, but I used to like T-Mobile. The reason I switched to T-Mobile is because I used to use AT&T. And one time when I traveled back to Taiwan, I bought the international plan. But when I come back, I still get a bill of $900 something per month for international. Because I have Wi-Fi, and I thought when I have Wi-Fi, it's okay. I didn't use the international data, but you actually have to turn off the roaming, the data roaming. Otherwise, it keep running even though you are running Wi-Fi. So that's how. Yeah. So I was really angry, and that's why I switched to T-Mobile. T-Mobile have international unlimited data. I switched to T-Mobile, but now I'm angry at T-Mobile because they say you get free phone when you trade in your old phone, but I realized they didn't really give us free phone. They still charge us monthly.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I was so pissed.
Yeah, I was so angry, and
$0, what they really mean is $0 payment.
Yeah.
Pay for it in your plan.
For real.
And you gotta respond via the fine print.
Yeah.
no, but they say they will give you $1,000, but they actually, when I calculate, it doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, I already paid, like they asked you to pay down payment for the phone, and then I never really get the credit. So I'm really angry with them now. Yeah. So, but I got stuck. I have five more months. So so that's why. So that's how they, even though we do have freedom to pick whatever carrier we want, but unfortunately, we signed a contract, so we got stuck with them. And sometimes, if you like certain brand like Apple, speaking of that, like my daughter's phone has some problems, so we had to make appointment, right? So the appointment is at 1:00. Let me just say it's at 1:00. And we were like 5 minutes late. So we got there at 1:05. Because my daughter was trying to, she procrastinate because she wanted to invite her friend, and her friend won't be ready until, certain time. I said, no, we will be late. She's like, oh, okay, I'm coming. But then she just purposely late so that we can pick up her friend. And I said, no, we don't have time to pick her up. So we just went, but we said we were still 5 minutes late. And then we went there at 1:05, but then they were busy. So the guy said, oh, I'll get to you later. Like, I'll just wait. I will check you in. So when he checked us in, it's already 1:10. And then he wasn't able to check us. He said, oh, your appointment was canceled because you are 10 minutes late. I said, I wasn't 10 minutes late. I was only 5 minutes late. And I said, you have to, he said, do you want to come back some other time? I said, no, it took us 45 minutes to drive there. Okay, so I'm not coming back. So he said, oh, the other appointment I can get you is 3:30. So this time we went there at 3:15. So I was waiting right by the Apple store in King of Prussia. So I was waiting till 3:15. I walk in and I check in and said, oh, it's kind of busy. We're kind of busy now. we are going to move your appointment to 3:45. Could you come back at 3:30? I said, no. I say, you'll be late, that means you'll be late for 30 minutes, but my appointment got canceled because I was 5 minutes late. I said, do you think it's fair? So and then my daughter said, don't do that, don't argue with them. Why did you don't argue with them? It's, So I was really angry and I was really loud. And she's like, no. She feels so embarrassed. So that he said, okay, could you wait there? So I was waiting, I was looking at my watch, like when they are going to serve us. So we got, finally someone talked to us at 3:30. Still late, yeah, they are late. So I said, oh, I'm so going to complain. And my daughter is like, no, please, could you not do this? And anyway, so I want to switch. I don't want Apple anymore. But like, you remember last time we talked about it? I said, oh my God, I really hate Apple. But I have MacBook, I have.
It's just the convenience.
Yes, it is. It is. Yes, yeah.
It's a
The
love and
only
hate
Android I would
relationship.
suggest is Samsung. Don't, honestly, only Android phone.
I don't use Korean product. Korea and Taiwan, we are rivalries.
Oh,
We are rivalries in basketball and baseball game.
I heard Google phone.
Yeah, I like Google phone too. So yeah, so that's how they, if the brand has strong branding, the buyer become powerless. Okay, we don't get to pick even when they increase the price so much. We still buy it. Okay, so there are ways to neutralize those powers. So that's buyers power and then suppliers. So suppliers is where you get to bargain with suppliers. Okay, so sometimes, like they say Walmart is very powerful, right? So they always, because they have huge order, they can always tell their suppliers, hey, I need this discount. So that's what they can do. But you also want to make sure, like what Walmart did is they want to make sure when they place order, it would not be exceeding 10% of their total order. Okay, so P&G, Procter & Gamble, is huge. So Walmart would definitely get something from Unilever and P&G and some other brands, so that don't rely on P&G for more than 10%. Otherwise, P&G say, oh, if I'm going to raise the price for the laundry detergent, and then Walmart will have they have to buy from them, because then they don't have enough product for their customers. So that's why they control their order to less than 10%, and suppliers as well. So if you are buying something you can only get from their suppliers, then the supplier has the power. If you need that material, then then if they raise the price, you have to still have to get it from them. Okay, but so that's the suppliers. And also we can also have some contract, like airlines. Few years ago, Southwest Airlines, they actually, their suppliers are like gas company, the airplane company, Boeing and Airbus, all that. So they were smart enough, they signed some kind of contract with the gas company. They lock in the gas price, they bought the option, lock in, certain, I don't know how many gallons, but they lock in the gas price before the price went up. Yeah, so that's how you can kind of neutralize the supplier's power. And then we have the potential new entrants. So if the industry is looks very attractive, like it seems like they make a lot of profit, okay? But if it's easy to enter, then a lot of people see that, oh, it's easy to enter, then we are going to do this too, like food truck, or I'm doing the stuff with my students. So they are selling bubble tea. They have bubble tea stores. So bubble tea, the entry is very easy. Okay, so I think in the very beginning, they only need to have like $10,000 to buy some store, and then, the store, the secondhand means that the store already have some equipment, so they just pay $10,000, and then they didn't have money to do renovation. So, just keep that, and then, it would run. So it's very easy to enter, but you do need to have good product, otherwise people won't come back. So for those kind of industry, if it's easy to enter, that means your competition will get worse, right? So how do we make sure the new entrants, the entry barrier is high? So if you are already in there, you want to make sure that entry barrier is high. So one way to do it is by the size. If your size is huge, or like Apple, the brand name, or the, how do you call that thing? Like the effect, the, what was the term you guys use? No, not domino, no, like when it's not just the phone, it's the convenience, the whole package.
Ecosystem.
No, the ecosystem. So it's not, so you are not just making a phone, or you are not just making a PC or a computer, laptop. You are actually competing with the ecosystem, right? So you have to have all the different products. Yeah, so that would make the entry barrier higher, okay? And another way is to go through the legal process, to set up some kind of, to have a lobbyist to set up the entry barrier higher. And those are the new entrants. And then also, like sometimes like Walmart, their entry barrier is, so the grocery store is not difficult to start, like they are small grocery stores, but to be that scale, it's difficult, right? So the last force will be the substitute, okay? So the substitute, don't be confused, the substitute with the competitor. So let's say, airlines substitute, what would be the airline substitute? Let's say United, what would be United substitute?
Experience.
No, that's a competitor. Yeah, so like train, like driving, like walking, boat. So those are the substitute, okay? They don't compete in the same industry. But it's getting confusing because let's say Starbucks. What is Starbucks substitute?
Dunkin' Donuts.
That's competitor.
Like juice, I don't know.
It is very difficult, right? Like you make your own drink at home, but now they also sell they sell everything. I saw they sell pink drink. Have you guys tried the pink drink from Starbucks?
Yeah.
They sell pink drink in bottle. I bought one from Target. Yeah, I even bought the dry strawberry to put it in the pink drink. Yeah. So it tastes almost the same. If you put ice and then put the strawberry and then they put dragon. I didn't get the dragon fruit, but yeah, put the strawberry. It was like, oh wow, yeah. So they even make that in a bottle. Yeah, so that's why I say it's becoming confusing because they expand too much, like Apple as well. So did Apple say they are starting to sell the visual reality?
They're out already.
Yeah, so they are out, right? So they are competing with, they didn't compete with Facebook, Meta directly, now they are because of their product. So sometimes it depends on the product, okay? So now, let's think about Miele. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do they have, so they are very smart, right? Do they have suppliers?
They are there's.
What are their suppliers? Remember they say they own their own steel, they have a steel company? Yeah, so they pretty much do everything there, so they kind of neutralize the power from supplier, and then also they say they can control the quality, okay? How about the competition?
Probably depends on what they have, because obviously they have like cookwares, cleaning products, and so.
Let's focus on the product we like the least. What's the product we like the least?
Vacuums,
The vacuums, what are their competitors in vacuums? Dyson, right?
you know, those tools, like they kind of sell my local, they have like Craftsman and Ryobi and all those, like.
Yeah, but those are not, like, the Dyson is like at the similar price range.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, but I don't know. Did anybody pay attention to their vacuum? Are they good? Like,
Yeah, that's what it means. They were like.
because the price seems like it's a little bit too
But
high,
I love my
Yeah,
Dyson era.
but it's not like same as like Dyson level
No,
thing.
that's true. I agree.
Yeah, so,
Broke in like 2 years.
yeah, my Dyson too, like the battery is really bad. But you can replace the battery for like $100. Yeah, because the vacuum is like 600 or something, but you can replace the battery for like 100. Yeah,
I'll
So-
be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like it was a little too overpriced, and I feel like, and maybe because, you know, obviously they have the high reputation, but personally, like, I have like vacuums like that does the same thing that they have, and it's cheaper and lasts. Like,
what's your vacuums?
surprisingly, the one that they had that, like, they show like you can dismantle it.
Yeah,
you can Make a handheld one, I have a Craftsman one, and it's like, it still lasts, yeah.
How much was it? Do you remember?
It was like 120, somewhere around there, it was cheap, and it still lasts, it's really good. Yeah,
Is it cordless?
cordless.
Oh,
And
Nice.
I guess the only downfall, I will agree, like, I guess if you don't have like. See, I'm different, I actually invested a lot into Craftsman, so I have extra batteries, but if you don't have extra batteries, then I can probably see where like. Yeah, probably not going for it, like,
so that the battery died?
yeah,
Easy
it's,
to?
you can control how much, just like they said the same thing, like, you can control how much you wanna put power into the
Yeah.
vacuum, but if you put too much, you're gonna kill the battery fast.
Oh, I
So-
didn't know that.
That's why they said it's good if we have extra batteries, like, that'd be good, but they said the same thing. So to me, I'm already like, okay, so you sound like the other brands, it's
Yeah.
just you're more expensive.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so what about buyers? Do you think do their buyers have bargaining power, or they don't care?
I think Miele's buyers aren't really looking at the price. They're just looking at,
The quality, yeah.
the quality and the duration of the product.
Okay. How about the new entrants? The brand name is too high up, it might be, yeah, like the Chinese brand, they're not competing at their level, okay? So what do you think they should do to attract Gen Z?
I don't know if Gen Z is their audience.
Yeah, I'll be honest. They're not thinking of it.
But I think millennials and Gen X are.
Hmm?
Millennials and Gen X for sure, because they have more careers and can have a little.
No, but they want to think about what they can do in 10 years to attract Gen Z.
As much as they don't wanna hear it, they gotta lower the price a little bit more, like, it's like talking to like college students about debt, it's like. We're already wanting to avoid it, we're getting in a lot of college debt, you can imagine trying to get into debt over what, cookware? That you could probably, get for cheaper, and it'll still cook your meals, so.
I think if they keep talking about their innovation, like, like the industrial stove,
Yes.
certain things like of that nature, then that would really draw Gen Z. I feel like the Zoomers, us, like, we like things that are different. So we
Yeah,
can show off, so if they keep building on that aspect, that's.
so if they can do customize, like put some name, engrave the name on top of some of the,
That'd be cool too. We
Yeah.
accessorize our laptops and everything else, like
Yeah.
personalizing our equipment. with it.
She just gave me an idea what they could probably do, it might have to require them to make the product, but I think they should probably do like. Like a bit more like smaller product, like an air fryer or like a slow cooker, like stuff like that, where. They can put it a little bit on the expensive side to their likings, but it won't be too much where we're talking thousands. At least an air fryer.
The issue they have is that they make all their own like parts, so that it needs to be expensive, because like they're not
Yeah.
gonna make that profit.
Well, an air fryer, at least an air fryer doesn't hit, like, I've never seen an air fryer hit 1,000, but if they manage to get to the
Do
1,000,
they have air fryer?
they don't, no, but you can.
Yeah,
imagine they-
but their steam oven,
Is an air fryer.
Yeah.
basically.
no, but
I'm saying
there's
Small ones.
their steam, if they make the steam oven, like independent, not the building one.
Yeah, like the small ones you can put in like your dorms.
Yeah, like the Japanese one.
A lot of us are going to live in apartments, like the house market that continues rising like this, a lot of us won't be homeowners for a long time. So we have to look at like, how can we make it suitable to live in like a small
Yeah.
space?
What about, have you guys thought about like? I was thinking like, if I'm retired, I might want to move to a smaller place, and then I would like to have Miele product, like, because their stuff are smaller. Most of their stuff are smaller. Yeah, so how about the retired people? Do you think they would have some kind of market there?
That's.
And then it's the convenience.
Probably not, because like Americans are bad at managing their finances, so like, you know, they don't have much money when they're going to retire.
Really? So what if they have financing? But I don't think they'll give financing for the retired people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nope.
they probably would, but like, the old people would need to budget that.
but we need more positive feedback, you know, not,
Like, they got that app thing.
Yeah,
But
but
that
also
was
like
really-
older people won't be able to know how to use it.
Well, we-
that's the thing.
That's why we're targeting ourselves.
Yeah, cause but if we're thinking about 10 years, like Gen X will probably be the next generation, they kind of know technology from there. So if we're talking about a 10-year mark, talking about Gen X then, because.
It'll be cool to have the smart stuff. Yeah, how about, some other things that you can think of? You need to come up with something, like
Family values, family
the event, should they have some kind of, do you think they should, like
Maybe restaurants?
restaurants, or like the event, like sort of like what we went through, like when we went there and then they make us food there, and then they have cooking class.
Utilizing influencers,
Okay.
like maybe
Or they
bringing
put
us
it
some
into
high
schools.
chefs.
Yeah,
And
like,
like teachers use them and really like them.
So like culinary schools.
Culinary school.
Someone
That's-
using.
That's true.
even in like high schools, I feel like if they put their products in like high schools, cooking classes, same thing.
But they have the expensive product. So what can we do when we put the expensive product in high school?
No, I think culinary.
Maybe
schools
Hot
would be
dogs.
I can see them putting it into, I agree with the culinary school, you could imagine like, if they were to manage to get it inside like the schools that, the obviously college level schools, that get the students used to using Miele, then it's gonna probably get them to a situation where like when they graduate, they got their own place, it's gonna probably influence them saying, well, for all my culinary, you know, college career or whatnot, I was using Miele, so I'm gonna stick to it. when you kind of-
That's Chrome's thing, Chrome does that, that's why they give, students Chromebooks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, now that you know-
No, but it's different. Chrome is cheap.
and their ovens, like.
It's the same concept though.
He mentioned like the flavor doesn't go on, like we'll be cooking like literally salmon and like some other vegetables underneath and it won't go into that, like some things like that, like a lot of chefs really do appreciate that, so I think.
But to my mind, the professional chefs, their oven and everything is much, much bigger. So
Right.
Miele's,
They have big ones.
but not as big as the real professional kitchen.
No,
That's why,
they have industrial ovens.
Yeah, but here's the point, like, if you're giving students Chromebooks, they're using them and then more students be like, oh, this computer can last for 4 years, it can last longer. So that if
Yeah.
you use it in like culinary school, then
Like he
like,
said, yeah.
it's like to build it off, like,
Yeah,
To
they'll make
know
you
their-
not wanna switch a brand and say, oh, let me just try some brand I never used before.
that's true, but the thing is that the chefs, when they begin, they don't make a lot of money. That's the thing, can they
yeah, but
afford
even in
it?
their own house.
Yeah, I mean, they probably can't afford it.
So they should like get like a gift or something, like they should utilize stuff like that, they're not utilizing like influencers and stuff of that nature.
No, they don't.
They don't utilize them, and
So,
but that's why big, small brands are growing so rapidly because they're using influencer marketing.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay has a nice little like way to advertise.
yeah, they need celebrity endorsements as
no,
well.
but his product is not necessarily like high quality.
No, but if you can get Gordon Ramsay to approve it.
He has his own products, yeah.
Yeah.
He will ever do a celebrity endorsement, that's a competitor for
Yeah, that's a
it.
competitor, yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
But like putting in like Master Chef or something, like just like one episode, like utilizing stuff like that.
No, but you have to think like who use that. So I was thinking the rich people, they have those brand, it's not. I don't know, it's not like they want to use something that other chefs want to use. You know, it's like the status. But they were surprised, like I talked to the European professor. She said in Europe, Miele is direct, like the customer, they sell to the customer directly. It's like Home Depot. But here, they say they sell through dealers, they sell through the designers and stuff. Yeah, so what else? But you guys were excited when you visit the place,
Yeah,
right?
because we got to smell. It was just because we knew we weren't buying anything, it was just so fun to look at and touch and play with.
Yeah.
That was the fun part.
So you guys were not serious when you said, oh, I want to get this, I want to get this.
Oh, no, that's true, if it was at a lower price.
Yeah, that's why I don't think, they're gonna have a really hard time trying to attract Gen Z.
How about,
Think so, just because some people on the internet are very easily influenced and are willing to spend.
my daughter?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might get like that, but we're talking about like the smallest percentage of the section of.
And then word of mouth too, like when people start seeing a product get viral, then everybody wants it, even though it's expensive. For example, Van Cleef, their jewelry, even that is so damn expensive, but because it got so popular on TikTok, everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
Drunk Elephant literally does nothing, but it's so expensive, but because it has hype, everybody wants it. Our fellow was like, we're all broke houses, will we afford this?
Yeah, my daughter visited a jewelry store. I don't even remember the name. Yeah, and she's like, oh, this is famous. She know all kinds of, like, we go to different, and it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what influencer marketing helps, because
Yeah.
it's called clout. That's.
Yes.
Exactly.
We all
Like I was
chase it.
telling Ava, if Alex Earl is really popular right now, if she just used a couple of the appliances and it's like, oh my god, guys, I love it so much.
Like,
You know, people would buy it, a lot of people would buy it because Alex Earl says she uses it.
So if they have influencer and then they have buy now, pay later option,
Yeah,
Possibly.
okay.
That
That's the
would-
worst combo. And they would see their revenue rise like so fast.
Possibly,
You-
yeah.
For an example, like, do you know what Stanley Cup is?
Yes.
so did you guys buy those?
No.
But those have been around for so long, like, my dad had one for like, probably like 10 years now.
But it becomes so popular recently.
Exactly.
Because the girl's car blew up and her Stanley Cup stood strong.
But Miele, they've been around for so long, but get them on TikTok, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, we literally had a discussion like last class and this class that our stuff lasts, like our Apple products do last. And if Miele is saying that it's lasting 20 years, if they're getting the right customers and they're showing that it lasts a long time, they'll have an ecosystem in no time.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be honest, I like the idea, the only downfall about how to get the Gen Zs to attract, how many Gen Z people even have a house to be able to put that in their own house? Or even 10 years, yeah. 'Cause think
You are
about
so
it.
pessimistic.
No, but like, think about it, cause I'm over here like, yo, like. how many people
You
are
are discouraging our
Oh,
discussion.
it's a valid point, we can't afford a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I can't take that to the
Okay.
apartment.
Let's wait till,
That's what it
There's
is.
also a problem with like, some people are building a house.
They're like a small air fryer, some people
Want all their
bring it.
appliances from the same place.
But like,
But it's so expensive and not like tiny houses off Amazon.
yeah, I mean, usually if you want a Miele product, you want everything. Yeah, but that would be too expensive. That's why I was wondering if they can do like separate, like it doesn't have to be built in. I'm going to get the steam oven, I want to get the dishwasher, and then the, what is the thing called, induction. Yeah.
Why can't we target Gen Alpha? Because they would bully their parents into buying it. And their parents have a house. Yeah. The little nightmares.
Like my daughter.
Oh, sorry, no,
No, she is,
Oh.
she is.
what year did
Gen Alpha is like when, 2000,
You don't know.
you can ask Siri.
Their parents are just so over.
Yeah, me, I'm the pushover. Let me check, shoot, I need to do,
Born between 2010 and 2024.
yeah, 2010 and 2024. Oh my God. Oh, my daughter is like the end of Gen Z.
She's probably in the
Yeah, yeah. So any ideas? Are you guys ready to discuss all this with the Dutch students?
Yeah. And they live in Europe, so they probably see it more common.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it'll be interesting to talk about your view. Yeah, and then see what you suggest. But I think
In class?
Hmm?
Are we doing this in class?
we can because it's there, now it's like they're 11, 4 o'clock is like they're 11. So, we can do it in class, but you guys have to, we have to coordinate with the other team in Netherlands to see when is better time for you guys. So each group will get another group.
And what are we supposed to talk to them about?
Huh?
How are we supposed to communicate?
Like Zoom?
Zoom or the, what is it, team?
Yeah, but like, are we supposed to like, email them, like?
Yeah,
WhatsApp them?
yeah, I think I will have the email for you guys, yeah. What?
I love FaceTime, I hope they have it.
Oh, you know, in Europe, iPhone is more expensive.
Oh, no way.
I lost, I think I told you guys I lost my phone, so I tried to buy the cheapest, 14 Pro Max. Guess how much?
Cheapest, that's not cheapest, 14 Pro Max.
No, I mean the smallest, smallest memory,
Oh.
the cheapest, because I had the 500 something one, and I lost it. So I have to, and I was so angry, I want to buy 128. 128 is the cheapest, right? Guess how much is the 128 Pro Max 14?
1800?
Yeah,
No way.
1800, no, 1800 euro.
Oh, it's cheaper.
No, it's expensive.
No, it's like 2000 US dollars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, it's 1800 euro, and euro is like 1.1.
Yeah, right. $2 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same.
And I say, it's so expensive, they say, yeah, and then the guy said, you probably shouldn't buy it here. So I never seen sales.
And if they do have it, they got money.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to discuss with the other, the European students, what they think of Miele and what they think they should do. It's probably will be very different. Yeah, but, yeah, so this is, so what time is it? So you guys need to work on, so this is the basic of the 5 forces, okay? So there are different ways to make the forces to your favor, to work for you. So some industry, it seems like it's very difficult, but like I say, there are different ways, like if you have strong brand name, you could charge premium. And if some customer got brainwashed by influencer, they might really want to buy the product. Yeah. So I didn't tell you guys how much I pay for my daughter's hair service. Yeah, she wanted a hair extension. Huh?
3,000? 2,000. Like 200, 500, like 2,500?
No, it's about 1,500.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, hair extensions is no joke.
Yeah, it's very, oh, actually 1,700.
Hair companies, it's like, hairstylists make money,
She was 14, now she's 15.
and you gave her a hair extension?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
because her, okay, let me stop the recording.
That was my mom and daughter's hair extension.